Welcome into the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. From Jacksboro to Kilgore, Eastland to Dalhart, Lampasas to Gilmer, Temple, Big Spring to Sweetwater, and many points in between. We celebrate the remarkable achievements of female high school athletes based on performances on and off the field and courts. From Class 6A to private schools, it's the Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Joining me now, a girl who absolutely represents the essence of the word student athlete, the amazing Gracie Dawson of Brook Hill High School, the private school winner of your Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Great to see you, Gracie. Congratulations. What did you think when you heard that you were the best in Texas for private schools?
I was super excited. It's such an honor to receive an award like this. And I'm just super thankful for my coaches and for Coach Hubbard, my volleyball coach, for nominating me. And it just really means a lot. And I'm super grateful.
Well, you're such a great athlete in all sports, and I'm always amazed. How are you able to kind of maintain that elite status going from sport to sport? Because you have all the practices and you're not able to really zero in on one sport, and yet you are one of those girls that can do that.
It was super challenging at first to kind of figure out what I wanted to prioritize. And I had to leave some things behind. But I think going into my senior year, I just really wanted to focus on volleyball and softball and cheer. I think my coaches have really helped with that. They really lead well and they've taught me what a good leader should do and how you should prepare. And all throughout high school and like even during off season, we keep working out and so we stay fit. And I think it's just important to prioritize what's important to you. And for me, that was softball, volleyball, and cheer. And so I really focused in on those and I worked hard over the summer. And I think it's really helped me to maintain
Well, it's been
those
very
sports.
impressive to watch. And I know you're the team captain. You've been the team MVP. You're all district. You've been all tournament on several different tournament teams for your squad. And being the team captain, how much does that mean to you? And I know that's a role that you take not lightly.
That means a lot. Being able to look up to the past captains and learning from them, it's been super exciting. And just getting that honor meant a lot. And I didn't take that role lightly. I knew that it meant that I was the leader and I had to lead by example and hold my team accountable, but also, have that approachable aspect to me. So it was really exciting. And again, my coaches really showed me what it's like to be a leader. So I'm grateful for them for that.
Do you enjoy pushing the other girls?
Yes, it's super exciting. I love intense practices and just I think that makes everyone better and being able to encourage everyone and being really intense in practice, I think helps you for games and things like that.
Well, tell us about your team. Tell us about some of the stars and the influential players in your volleyball career that you've been able to play with.
So my junior year, we had one senior and her name was Ella Hardy and she just really showed me what a leader was supposed to lead. Like she wasn't planning on playing and I was able to convince her to play the day before two-a-day started. So I was super grateful that she played with me. She's one of my best friends still to this day. She's helped me a lot. And then some underclassmen we have someone who will be a senior next year that's very influential to the team is Cassidy. She's our setter. She's a great leader. She's someone you can go to when you mess up, and she's going to be there to encourage you and help you stay on track. And then we also have Juliana Mize, who will be a junior this next year, and she's an incredible athlete. She is super fun to play with. She keeps it light and she keeps it intense, but she's going to be that person that celebrates for you and gets you all excited. So those are some of the key people I think of. And I can't forget about Dre Tonroy. She's one of my best friends. I convinced her to play this year as well after taking a couple years off, but she was one of the team captains. She came into it and she is so coachable and she is, again, someone who I always can look to encourage me and give me that extra boost of confidence.
Yeah, and you think about your volleyball career, it's been interesting. I mean, you've had three different coaches in 4 years. How have you been able to weather all that, and how difficult has that been just to kind of have a different approach every single year?
It's been really challenging. And I think the summer before Coach Hubbard came, we all really didn't know what to expect. But I'm so thankful that she came. She has changed the culture of Brook Hill volleyball. She encourages us and builds us up. and she is holds us accountable, and she's very big on hard working and effort. And I think that she came in not just wanting to win, but wanting to build great athletes with, great leadership skills and all of those things.
How about Coach Hubbard? What has she meant to you personally? Because she's really jumped in really quickly here and got you guys on the right path.
Coach Hubbard has been amazing. I'm super thankful that she decided to come to Brook Hill. She has the balance between fun and hard work. So she still lets us have fun, but when it's time to work, it's time to work. And I think coming in, she wanted to build up this program and change the culture. And I think that's exactly what she did. And she got a lot of wins alongside of that.
Yeah, I mean, 30-10 this year. You guys make it to the playoffs. You ran into Grace Prep, not named after you, but the eventual state champion. Tell me about that experience and how did you view the season as you look back at it?
Our goal this year was to make it to playoffs. We set some goals at the beginning of the season. So I was super excited that we achieved that goal. I have never been to playoffs in my 4 years of playing volleyball. So I was super thankful to be able to go to playoffs and meeting a team like Grace Prep. We just wanted to go into it and do the best we could. We still had hope that, if we played our best game, maybe we could come out on top. But we knew that if we didn't, we had a great season to look back on, and we were proud of what we accomplished this season.
Well, you come from a great family of athletes. I think about your dad, who played football and basketball at Jacksonville High School. Your mom was in competitive cheer like you and was on the big stage at TCU. Pretty awesome that they were high school sweethearts. How about the love and support that you have received from them to make you the girl that you are today, and all the driving around, all the games you have to go? How about your parents? How much have they meant to you?
They have helped me so much along this journey. They are the reason that I get to do all these. They're the reason I get to go to Brook Hill. So I'm so grateful for them. They drive me everywhere. They pay for all of the extra sports that I do, the club sports and the travel teams. And I'm super thankful for them. And my dad used to sit on buckets outside for hours catching me when I was pitching. And so it's just meant so much that they've supported me so much.
Love to see pictures of that. Well, your brother Vaughn is a football stud, and I know he's been very supportive of you as well. He's on scholarship at Taylor University in Indiana. Who's the better athlete between the two of you?
Oh goodness, we always have this argument, and he says that he's the better athlete and I'm the better academic. But we're super competitive with each other. We have a family Thanksgiving football game that we are the team captains, and whoever's team wins is whoever's the better athlete. But I would have to give it to him. He's worked so hard, and he has proved so many people wrong that he can go and play college football. And I'm super proud of him and thankful for him. And he's taught me a lot about what it means to be an athlete and what an athlete's supposed to look like.
So, what's your record in those Thanksgiving games, those family battles to the
I
end?
like I like to think I win most of them, but he probably wins most of them.
Well, you are the only family member that has state championship bling. You did that in competitive cheer for the TAPS title. What was that experience like?
Well, we practiced so hard, we worked so hard. In the previous years, we've always competed really well, but we've never been the top team. And so last year, our quote was no doubt. And so that meant that we were going to go out there and leave no doubt that we were the best team. And that's exactly what we did. We put up two really solid routines. And then just sitting there waiting for them to announce first place was unlike any feeling I've ever had. And then when they said the Brook Hill School, it was just the best feeling in the world. It was so rewarding, and just being able to celebrate that with your teammates is awesome and something I'll never forget.
So you were the defending champs. You get back to state and you finish third. Was that controversial? Because I thought you guys were the favorites to win it all.
We kind of went into it, and our thing this year was back to back, better to best. And so we kind of went into it, and we still put up two amazing routines, and the judges just didn't really agree with us, which is okay. But we just kind of had to walk out of the competition knowing that we did the best we could, and we gave it our all.
You also play softball at a very high level, made it to state, finished second in that journey with the Lady Guard. And I know you're one of the leaders on that team. Would you say that you have more of a passion for softball than anything else?
I had played softball since I was young, and then my 8th grade year, I decided to take a break just because I really wanted to focus in on volleyball. So last year was actually the first year I'd picked it back up again, and I missed it so much. And I'm so thankful that Coach Brawley, she convinced me to play, and so I was super thankful for that. And playing softball, I missed it so much. I worked really hard in the batting cages to kind of find my swing again, and Coach Springer really helped me with that. But I am so excited for this upcoming season.
Yeah, well, you were all state in softball, and that's after taking kind of a break there. But one of your greatest achievements has to be the mammoth home runs that you're able to hit. People are scared to park their cars anywhere near the outfield because when you come to bat, you're probably going to hit them. And even legendary coach Anthony Springer, who you mentioned, said that you hit one of the longest home runs that he's ever seen, way over the scoreboard. And keep in mind, he's been coaching at that school probably for 85 years. How much do you work at that? And how much do you enjoy the home run? What is it about the home run you liked so much?
It was incredible, and after he told me that, I just remember being so amazing because he's been coaching for so long, and so that meant a lot, and just seeing that all my hard work had paid off. I'd been in the batting, cages after school and staying after practice, and so it was super exciting to hit that home run.
When you hit a home run and you feel it off the bat, is there just something special about that moment for you personally because of all the work that you put into it?
Sometimes I can't tell, and I'm kind of watching and I'm like, "Oh, wait, I have to run." But, when I see it go over the fence, it's the best feeling in the world.
Well, I know COVID hit in the eighth grade for you. You basically didn't play softball for 2 years. And then when you came back, you still were able to hit, a ton of home runs after that. How were you able to pull that off and get back into the groove after such a layoff?
When I decided to play softball, I knew that it was gonna take a lot for me to kind of get back to where I was. And so I started going to the batting cages with one of my best friends, Landry, who's been playing softball for forever. And so she really helped me and encouraged me. At the beginning of the season, something happened with my arm and I just could not throw the ball correctly. But she helped me. She stayed after practice. She came before practice. So I'm really thankful for her.
We hear you have some other talents like singing, playing the guitar, musically just amazing. You also play the piano. Is American Idol in your future?
I always used to joke about going, but I don't think so.
So you enjoy singing at church. Tell me about that. What is it about that that just makes you feel so good when everybody comes to church from the community and you're up there and they're just listening to you sing?
Well, my church is one of my favorite places to be. I grew up in that church, and my best friends go to that church. And so, growing up, I started to sing with Brett Lee, who's one of my best friends. And we grew up singing in church. And then, when her little sister Brady was old enough to sing with us, we kind of became the trio. And so, we sing Christmas Eve services, Easter services, and we love it. It's super fun to get to worship and just come together with the community.
Don't forget the things that I taught you. I've conquered death and I hold the keys. Where I go, you will go to someday. But there's much to do here before you leave. So go tell the world about me. I was dead, but now I live. I've gotta go now for a little while.
Yeah, you've been friends with Brett since childbirth, right? And
Right.
I'm just picturing every time you two get together, it's like show tunes and all kinds of stuff, right?
It is. We grew up together. We love Taylor Swift. We used to perform Taylor Swift for our parents and we used to go to her concerts, but it was super fun.
Can you sing us a couple lines of a Taylor Swift song right now?
Oh goodness. I don't know about that.
Well, it makes a lot of sense, though, that you're going to go to college in the Music City in Nashville with how much you love music. I know you're going to go to the great academic school, Belmont. What was it that enticed you about that school?
Well, one of my Christmas presents one year was getting to go to Nashville. And so I just fell in love with Nashville. And so the first thing I did when I started thinking about colleges was I literally looked up colleges in Nashville. And I found Belmont, which is a Christian university, which is what caught my eye at first. It's right in the middle of Nashville. And so I went there last year around this time and I toured the campus and I fell in love with it. And so I got accepted and I'm currently looking for a roommate, but it's super exciting to be able to go somewhere I love and go to a beautiful school.
What will your major be and why?
Right now, I'm planning to study special education. One of my grandmothers was a special education teacher, and another grandmother was a speech therapist. And so, just seeing how they can help people has really inspired me. And I would love to serve others and use my gifts to help people that, may not have, like, may be less fortunate than me. And I would just love to help others.
I know you love doing that, and it's so remarkable to hear that in your voice. A lot of high school kids don't think about that stuff. When you look at Brook Hill, I know it's such a tight-knit community. How would you describe that community to someone who's never been out there in East Texas?
Brook Hill is truly a family, and you hear that all the time from people at the school, but it's truly a family. I going to Brook Hill, this will be my 14th year. And so just growing up with my best friends and a lot of my family goes to Brook Hill, but I know that I can come back anytime after I graduate and the teachers will be there for me. Anyone will be there for me. And I know that it's my second home.
Well, you've been an active member of the National Honor Society, on student council for 2 years. I don't know how you have time for all this stuff. I'm getting tired just thinking about it. Do you think maybe politics are in your future? And why is it so important to be good academically for you?
I really always knew that I wanted to get into a good college, and I set high expectations of myself just because I want to achieve my potential. And I think Brook Hill has had a lot in doing that. They teach us to, try our best and excel in whatever we do. And so I think that's why I try so hard in academics and also in athletics, just because I want to be the best I can be.
You've been such a great leader on and off the courts and on the fields. And I know you love talking to elementary kids and be that role model. What is it about that role that you really enjoy the most?
Well, I know for me, I babysit a lot, and just seeing their reactions to when you lead them or you encourage them, they think the world of you. And so I love getting to help them and inspire them and just encourage them to do whatever it is they want to pursue.
Well, Gracie, congratulations to you on being our Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month in the private schools. Continued success. We can't wait to see what you do at Music City.
Thank you.
Your Greater Texas Ford Dealers is so proud to recognize the hard work, dedication, perseverance, and passion of so many Texas high school female athletes who inspire us all. Here's this month's winners. And don't forget, you can see their interviews at Greater TX Ford for Greater Texas Ford Dealers. From Class 1A to 6A, plus private schools, we celebrate them all. Thanks so much for watching the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. See you next time.